Welcome to Insight Text. This is a platform to learn about power transmission elements and its control system. So guys, in the previous video we have covered the topic of single phase transformer. For that, how differential relay is working for single phase transformer, I have given the link of that video in the description box below. You can check out that complete video. And this video, in today's video, we are going to learn about a three-phase transformer, right? How a differential relay operates for a three-phase transformer. But before going into that, just a quick recap of a single-phase transformer differential relay operation. So, for example, we had taken a 50 by say 100 by 50 kV transformer. Okay, and let us see how the differential relay is going to operate for the internal fault that is occurring inside this transformer. So for 100 by 50 kV transformer, we have 100 by 1 ampere of CT on the primary side, and on the secondary side we have the CT of 200 by 1 ratio. So in normal operating conditions, there will be 1 ampere current flowing from the primary side of the CT to secondary side of the CT, right? And because of no magnitude difference, no phase difference, there is no current flowing through differential relay, so differential relay is not operating. Now what happens in the case of an internal fault? Once there is, say, suppose internal fault of 2000 amperes, then there will be 1000 amperes on the primary side and 2000 amperes for the fault feeding on the secondary side. So because of the 1000 amperes over here, 10 amperes will be induced, but this entire fault is being fed by this 2000 amperes. No current is passing through the secondary side of this CT, so there is 0 amperes, and so there will be a difference of current in magnitudes and phase as well. So this is 10 amperes that is passing through the differential relay directly instead of going or coming through the secondary of the transformer. So you can see there is a differential current of 10 amperes, and this 10 amperes is responsible for the operation of the differential relay on this transformer. So this is just a basic recap of a single phase transformer. You can get a complete detailed description of this video in the description box below. Just go and click on the link to check that video. Now quickly let's move on towards the three-phase transformer differential relay. So guys, here we are taking one example of a three-phase transformer that is 100 by 50 kV to understand the differential relay. As you can see, the winding of the transformer is delta winding on one side and star winding on the other side. So before moving on forward, I would like to give you a basic concept about how a delta winding and star winding affects the relationship between the voltages and currents, right? So as you know, there is a difference between line current and phase current for a delta winding, and there is a difference of line current and phase current for star winding as well. So friends, as you can see clearly over here in this part, we are going to explain you what is the relation between the I phase current and I line current. For star connection, as you can see, the line current is equals to the phase current. The same current is passing through this and through the phase. Okay, so I line is equals to I phase for a star connection. Okay, so over here you can see a comparison table of voltages and currents, both for phase voltage, line voltage, and phase current and line current. So for a star connection, I line is always equals to I phase, right? Now moving on for delta connection, you can see that I line is getting divided into two parts. Okay, so now for this connection, if I want to calculate my value of I phase, then we can calculate it using this formula, that is I phase is equals to I line divided by √3. And similarly, if I want to calculate I line, current flowing through the line, that is I line will be equals to √3 times I phase. Now let us take one example over here. Suppose the phase current is 0.578 amperes flowing through this delta connected winding, right? Then what will be the value of my line current? So IL will be equals to √3 times I phase. Root 3 is 1.73 times my value of I phase will give me 1 ampere on the line side. Now there is a reason for explaining this connection, because we are going to use this connection further to understand how the differential relay is operating, right? I hope this is understood, and this is very important concept to understand. So guys, now let us come back to our example of an ideal 3-phase 100 by 50 kilovolt transformer. So you can see the winding of the transformer will be familiar to you now, that is a delta and a star winding. So what happens to the CT of this, right? In order to operate a differential relay, it is very important that the magnitude flowing through both the primary and secondary current, primary side and secondary side current flowing should be of similar magnitude and should always be equal in phase. Only then the differential relay will not operate. If there is a difference in magnitude or a phase, then my differential relay is going to operate. But what happens for a 3-phase transformer is, on one side you are having delta connection, on another side you are having star connection. So to match the phase of the current flowing through the primary and secondary side, there is one thumb rule. The thumb rule says that on the CT is connected on the side having a delta winding should always be connected in a star form, and the CT is connected on the star side should always be connected into the delta. Now, because of this thumb rule, see over here the CT I have taken has the ratio of 100 by 1 ampere, and the CT I have connected on the secondary side is of 200 by 0.58 ampere. Okay, now if this is my phase current, which means my line current will be 1 ampere if I connect these 3 CTs in the delta connection. Okay, so now for over here, let us understand the connection of R phase first. You can see this connection. Okay, now the 3 CTs of the secondary are connected in delta, having phase of 0.58 ampere, which means the line current I am getting is 1 ampere, which is similar to 1 ampere in the primary, okay, and magnitude and also in the phase, right? So in between these two I have to connect my differential relay. Once the differential relay is sensing that this 1 ampere and this 1 ampere are similar in magnitude and phase, the differential relay will not operate, right? So I hope I am clear why I have given this connections, opposite connections, only and only to match my current in magnitude and in phase as well, right? So this is the connection for R phase. Okay, I hope you have understood till now. Okay, and let us now move further. So now let us move further and see what happens in the case of external fault for our delta star winding connected transformer. So in case of some external fault, what happens is, suppose the fault is of 2000 amperes, 1000 amperes will be fed from the primary side and 2000 amperes will be fed to the fault from the secondary side. This 2000 amperes are induced in the transformer. Now what happens, because of this 1000 amperes and this CT ratio of 100 by 1 connected, we are having a 10 amperes current flowing on the primary side, and on the secondary side, because of this CT ratio, we will be getting 10 amperes current. Again, it is understood why this 10 amperes, right? Because of this CT ratio, as I explained earlier. Now coming to the differential relay over here, you can see again the total current. Okay, summation of total current coming inside at this node and moving outside is same. 10 ampere is coming in, 10 ampere is going out, so there is no difference of current, it is 0 ampere. So my differential relay is not operating for an external fault in this transformer. Okay, now let's see what happens in the case of internal fault. in the case of an internal fault in the R phase, say suppose it is 2000 amperes, okay, so what is now going to happen is there is 1000 amperes flowing on the primary side as earlier. Because of the CT ratio connected, there is 10 ampere current flowing through this, okay, and on this side you can see, because it is an internal fault, okay, no load is not feeding any fault, all the current induced, it is going into the fault directly, right, it is getting earth directly, so no current is flowing through this secondary CT, okay. So because of that, what happens, because of this fault current of 2000 amperes, as there is no fault current being fed on this CT, so there is 0 amperes flowing, okay. Now you can see 10 amperes flowing on the primary and 0 amperes flowing on the secondary. So at this node, if we come again over here, you can see there is a difference of the current, that is 10 amperes is coming from this side and 0 amperes is going outside. That means 10 amperes is flowing through the differential relay to complete my star connection, okay. So now the differential current has some current of 10 amperes. Because it has this current, the differential relay is getting operated, right. So that is how a differential relay is operated in the internal fault for my ideal three-phase transformer. So now you have already understood the connection of differential relay for R phase. Now let us understand how it is connected for the remaining two phases, that is Y phase and B phase. Okay, so for Y phase, the connection is from the Y phase delta to Y phase star. Okay, you can see like this, and in between the star there is a differential relay connected for Y phase, and similarly for a B phase, okay, there is a B phase differential relay connected over here. Till now we are discussing all these things for an ideal transformer. Okay, so for ideal transformer there is zero current in the differential relay in the normal operating condition, but in actual transformer there is some amount of current in the differential relay even in the normal operating condition. Why is there this some current flowing? That is due to the tap changer, okay. So voltage is changes in LV side, so current changes is only on the one side, okay. So there is a difference of current that is continuously flowing through the differential relay as well. This may maloperate the differential relay as you know. So what should be done in this case? So in this case of an actual transformer, what we do is we provide bias. What we understand by bias is some amount of current that is equal to the current that is flowing due to the step changes in the transformer. So that amount of current is already flowing, so that will, this bias will nullify that amount of current, and so the differential relay will have zero current, zero magnitude current flowing through it, okay. So that is the concept of bias. So that was a basic for a differential relay, which is electromagnetic or a static relay. But nowadays we have numerical relays as a differential relays. So what happens for a numerical differential relay is you do not require to provide any bias or anything. Numerical differential relay itself will have some settings, and also for this CT connections you can connect a star connection on both sides of the CT. No, there is no requirement to connect delta on one side as we have seen earlier, okay. So this is simple star connected CTs on primary and secondary side and numerical differential relay. Then there are settings for actual transformer, okay, that you have to do settings for this kind of connection of the CT and also to nullify the bias current. So the task has become very much easy for the numerical differential relay, okay. So guys, this is for the today's video. I hope you have understood the concept of differential protection. All your doubts are welcome in the comment section below. Keep watching our videos. Thank you.